glaube, das war das zweite Jahr, war ich in Brasilien mit ihm dann gefahren und wir sind fast durch mit diesen Favelas, man sieht Favelas, da sieht man diese Armut, oder, auf der anderen Seite und du arbeitest mit jemandem, der mit seinem eigenen Flugzeug und der alles hat und so weiter. Sag ich, wie ist das? Hast du kein Problem? Wie geht es dir, wenn du dieses siehst, oder? Da habe ich gemerkt, jetzt sind wir auf einem anderen Punkt dieser Unterhaltung, oder? Und er hat gesagt, Josef, mich stört das total, diese Korruption, diese Schwierigkeiten, diese Leute. Ich habe wirklich eine Wut oder eine Trauer, wenn ich sehe, wie diese Leute leiden, oder? Aber ich bin noch nicht stark genug, ich bin noch nicht mächtig genug, dass ich was ändern kann, oder? Und da hat sich gezeigt, in welcher Richtung dieser Mann eigentlich gehen will, oder? Dieses Rennfahren, dieses schnell zu fahren, dieses an das Limit zu gehen, ist einfach nur eine Brücke oder ein Wagen, ein Fahrzeug gewesen, um in diese Richtung, wo er hinkommen wollte, ist. Das ist auch ein Prozess von ihm selber gewesen, wahrscheinlich, oder?
I think the best remembrance I had was when I stayed with him that weekend in his house, in his farm, and we had a storm, and the lights and the telephone went out of order. And I needed to phone my wife, who was in Scotland. So we went out, and we found a telephone box. So I phoned my wife, and he went outside. It was dark, and he was standing under a light, a street lamp, and some kids had seen him and recognized him, and by then he had 20 or 30 children around him, and he was chatting to them and signing autographs for them. And when I came out of the telephone box, that's one of the sweetest memories I have of him, standing with the light playing on his head and shoulders and surrounded by the kids and being so nice to them.
Dois meses antes do acidente, o Ayrton me procurou e disse que ele gostaria de fazer alguma coisa para ajudar crianças e jovens e me pediu para pensar a respeito e a gente voltaria a conversar. Só que essa segunda conversa não pôde acontecer, porque logo depois, 2 meses após isso, já aconteceu o acidente e então minha família e eu decidimos levar adiante essa ideia e plantar essa semente que o Ayrton deixou e foi assim que nasceu o Instituto Ayrton Senna. Dividir e compartilhar uma coisa que ele teve a chance de ter, mas que a maioria das crianças brasileiras não teve, que se chama oportunidade de ter educação, de ter saúde, de ter futuro e esperança.
Ayrton's standout amongst Grand Prix drivers was that he knew there was something outside Formula One. And I think he made that his mission in Formula One, to build himself a platform so that he could express how he felt about things to do with humanity, things to do with people. And maybe his approach within Formula One was ruthless sometimes, maybe not humanitarian even. But there's no question that what he felt was a deep empathy with mankind and with the problems in the world.
We are made of emotions. We are all looking for emotions, basically. It's only a question of finding the way to experience them. There are many different ways of experiencing emotions. Perhaps one different thing, only that one particular thing that Formula One can provide you is that you know you are always exposed to danger. Danger of getting hurt, danger of dying.
Travel was a major factor in Senna's life. To ease the strain, he acquired his own aircraft and employed the services of a private pilot. Over a period of 4.5 years, Owen Omani got to know his employer extremely well.
Very often we used to go backwards and forwards to Brazil, and we'd leave Sao Paulo at 10:30 at night, and Ayrton would lay out the bed at the back of the aircraft, go to sleep in his pyjamas, and we'd shut the door. And then first thing, 7 o'clock in the morning, I used to come back to the cabin, wake Ayrton up, and we'd be landing in England at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. He'd be as fresh as a daisy, and of course we were totally shattered. My compliment to him is to say that he was big enough to be little, if you understand what I'm saying.
In April 1994, Owen flew Senna to the Imola circuit for the San Marino Grand Prix.
A Imola Ayrton si è sempre trovato in maniera particolare, come sul circuito di casa. Da allora, dopo l'84, Ayrton Senna ha conquistato 8 pole position in 10 anni. Ha cominciato con le Lotus e poi con la serie incredibile con McLaren, per finire con Williams, e anche l'ultimo anno in cui lui corse a Imola era chiaramente in pole position. Lui era solito scendere non a Imola città, ma soggiornava a Castel San Pietro, dove c'era un albergo che gli piaceva particolarmente, aveva la pista per l'atterraggio dell'elicottero, era particolarmente chiaro. Era l'Hotel Castello, dove lui e la sua squadra risiedevano.
Era una persona comunque molto, molto semplice, dolce e soprattutto riservato. Infatti chiedeva spesso di mangiare qui da noi nel ristorante, però voleva magari l'ultimo tavolo, quello più nascosto, più diciamo lontano dalle persone.
The whole weekend was terrible. I mean, when first of all had the accident of Ruben Barrichello. Then the day after, Roland Ratzenberg, and Ayrton only met him the day before, because it was his first Grand Prix, and he was very upset about it.
The team manager for Ratzenberger arrived, so I had to tell the team manager what had happened, and Senna was standing alongside me when I did that, and the team manager went away, and then Ayrton got very, very upset and cried a bit. And that's when I said to him, you know, Ayrton, you've been 3 times world champion, you're the fastest man in the world, and you like fishing. So I said, why don't you quit? And I'll quit, and we just go fishing. So when you asked him a difficult question, he wouldn't answer immediately. He would think. And he could see he was thinking, and how was he going to deal with that suggestion. And then finally he said, Sid, I can't quit. And I suggested to him that he didn't drive the rest of that weekend. And he said, and I've got to drive. I've got to drive tomorrow. He said, there's no way that I can stop driving at the moment.
A special hello to our dear friend Alan. We all miss you, Alan.
In the morning, when we had this TV coverage, so I was doing my job, and then we look at the commentary of Ayrton, and the first thing he says is not, okay, I take this corner in first gear, second gear. He said, this first hello to Alain, Alain, I miss you. And I was really, on live, and they put that in the morning, they put that before the rest. I mean, again, people, so at the end it was like a sort of, all the friendship we had was a little bit hidden, with all the fight we had was really, just, we in the last 2 weeks, we had a sort of, so, that's good, but in a strange way also.